it is time to turn inward. How much of your day is your attention outside of yourself? I would say a lot. Welcome to the Inward Practice, a channel for deepening and understanding breathwork, meditation, yoga. Fully recognizing that breathwork and meditation are part of the whole yoga path. The yoga path consists of like 8 different subjects, let's say. The yoga asanas, the yoga poses are just one of the 8. Meditation is one of the 8. Pranayama, breathwork, is one of the 8. So I will try to give you backgrounds in theory and context and details, and so you can move beyond just the yoga poses in your gym or in your yoga studio. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's really, really beautiful and important, but there's so much more to it. And so I've been practicing breathwork for over 33, 34 years now, working with people, being a breath coach, a breath therapist, using the breath to go inward. Yeah, for me, the breath is the most powerful and important tool to feel good, to investigate myself, to explore my inner being. So the breath really helps me to go inward. Meditation also really helps me to go inward. And to be honest, yoga poses as well. I'm a yoga teacher for about 20 years now. I'm a breath coach for over 33 years now. But first, why is this channel called The Inward Practice? Because in our day-to-day life, everywhere and everyone is pulling on our attention. Everything and everyone wants our attention, our focus. All the billboards, all the marketing, all the social media, your televisions, your magazines. So in order to live a happy, healthy life, it is very important that you go inward, because the way out of that BS is inward. So a good practice, a good sadhana, a good spiritual practice, which can also consist, of walks in nature, for example. But a good practice makes you go inward. You start to explore and investigate with a curious mind, curious attention, what's going on in your mind, what's going on in your body, what's going on in your feelings and emotions, what's going on in your energy field, what's going on in your behaviors, in your relationships, your finances, everything. You explore everything. So life, as it is manifested for you, it is a reflection of your inner world. So we need to go inward and see what we really think, what we really believe. It is the unconscious beliefs for sure that are very important in our manifestations. So the inward practice, I thought it was a nice name. I hope you like it too. And we will go into deeper explorations of breathwork, meditation, and yoga. Everything I can share with you, I will. Not so much a channel for all the yoga asanas. I think there are already many yoga channels for that. I would like to give you a broader perspective of what yoga is and what it can provide you with, which is self-knowledge. I mean, first of all, you need to know yourself. So, the most important thing perhaps is to know yourself. It is time to turn inward. How much of your day is your attention outside of yourself? I would say a lot. If you have a job, most probably the whole time at your job or most of the time, you are focused outward. People, situations, things that you need to do, your boss, everybody, your colleagues, everybody's pulling on your attention. Everybody wants your attention. And so energy flows where attention goes. You must understand that like a mantra and act accordingly. It's not completely bad that sometimes your energy is outward focused to somebody, a beautiful woman, a beautiful man, your partner, your child, your boss. But I would say, I would suggest, and tell me if I'm wrong, write in the comments. I would say at least 80% of your day you're outward focused. And then finally you come home, after a long day of 8 hours working, you come home. What do? You put on music or you put on your television or your YouTube, and still you're outward focused, right? We have learned to distract ourselves to the max. And we have been distracted very clearly, all the media, all the television shows, all the billboards and the marketings, and the magazines. Everything is constantly wanting our attention. Attention is energy. So at the end of the day, when you come back home, you're tired. You're down and out. You don't have much energy left. You just want to crash on the couch, watch some television program. You're being programmed even more, So you need to turn your attention inward. We have lost that quality which was normally there in our day-to-day lives every day almost. We had moments of doing nothing, just being with ourselves, just free time, nothing to do, just be. Think a little bit about yourself and your life, turning inward, inward, inward. Now, silence and moments of turning inward, they have become very rare, but they have become therefore even more important. So I want to challenge you all to at least once a day take 5 or 10 minutes of just sitting without ambition, doing nothing. So this would be an inward practice, as this channel is called Inward Practice, right? So from this video, take this exercise. Do absolutely nothing. Just be. Don't talk, don't read, don't watch a movie. Just sit. Sit on the floor, sit on a chair, or lie on your couch and do nothing. Take the time to completely do nothing. So why not just relax. It's like a meditation, to be honest. You just relax and you observe whatever you feel, whatever you notice in your body, any sensation. Could be feelings, emotions, or discomfort, lower back or knee or, hips, whatever, anything you feel. So, doing nothing, just being present with yourself. That is what meditation is, or even I could say just being yourself, right? So there's nowhere to go. Just be here, now, present, aware. But aware from complete relaxation. Aware as in an expansive, relaxed, open presence. Because meditation is not concentration, where we focus on one thing very sharply. We do focus on the breath, for example, or all the sensations in the body. Even we can, observe our mind, our thoughts. But we want our presence and our awareness to be very wide and open and calm and relaxed. There's nothing to reach. There's no ambition. There's no goal. There is just you and perhaps existence, right? And so, because a goal, it would already create tension, it would create stress, and it would create expectations, and therefore it would also create disappointments if those expectations are not reached. So how about finding within yourself that space of just being you? And that is, to be honest, beyond judgment. It's not good, it's not fantastic, it's not bad. You just are. The mind has been taught to judge so much. And while being present in your body, in your energy, in your mind, you're present everywhere. You embrace all that you are and you observe all that is happening within. While being present, you probably start to feel good about yourself. You start to feel a little bit better. The tensions and the stresses and the fears that you had, maybe they disappear little by little. But yeah, so talking about fear, to be honest, people have become afraid of that silence. Because that silence is not silence, because that inner talk, that mind, never stops. It just goes on and on and on. It's babbling about. And a lot of what's going on there is repetition. A lot of what is going on there is very negative. It's very judgmental. It's very sabotaging yourself. All these things. And these things are difficult to see and to recognize. So people do a lot to run away from themselves. And I am no different. I know how to run away from myself. We all have our favorite ways of doing so. But the inward practice means that you start to see that you start to investigate that you start to explore your habits, and that you can recognize that. And once you can see it and recognize it and see it as the truth of part of you, right? Then it becomes more easy to replace that behavior with perhaps a different behavior that would make you more happy in the long term. But yeah, be consistent for a couple of weeks, a couple of months, and slowly build your self-awareness muscles, your inward practice muscles. Yeah. You start maybe with a couple of minutes or maybe even 1 minute, and then you get so annoyed by yourself and your mind, or you drop it. Great, you did a minute. And then the next day you do another minute. And then maybe the third day you do suddenly a little bit longer, because you're slowly starting to get used to it. So the inward practice, yeah. I wish you joy. I wish you all the best. I wish you to really be in contact with the beautiful you that you really are. I think we human beings, all animals, but we're all very beautiful and unique. And it's important to connect with that. So this is where your inward practice starts. Each week I will make a new video. And with the start of this channel, there are a couple of videos for you to watch if you want. And then each week I will put one, I will publish one. Each week I will publish one and put it on YouTube. All right. Thank you for your attention. Be well. Take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye.